Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next Comrec video. And as always, it's a live format, so I don't know the name of the episode, so I can't think of anything cutting to say. I must admit, yes, it is December, it's the holiday season, I had to go out and do some early Christmas shopping, so I actually missed this episode live. Fortunately, this is what DVRs are for, so I'm gonna run this through my DVR and blah 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 and all that stuff, so... So it is not a true live reaction video, but whatever. It's like, I mean, again, but I haven't seen this before, so it's still a blind reaction video and all that stuff. But I actually kind of like doing it in live and all that stuff. I must admit, it means more editing for me later, so which I'm not too keen on. Anyway, maybe I'll talk more about that anyway. So anyway, let's just get on with it. So, oh yes, as always, so I'm going to simulate my live format by basically not editing out the commercials and stuff like that, and I'll talk during that. So anyway, let's get. 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Yes, I close my head when the thing starts recording, and it is. So, yeah. So I mean, I must admit, I'm always gonna do this and leave myself a little leeway room and all that stuff. So, anyway, enough of that. Yes, instructions on how to fly. Twilight could probably use some. See? It's easy, isn't it? Just flap the wings. What? Yay! Happy.
Four more months! I bet you're excited, huh?
Oh, my.
Did your voice change?
I could be excited. I don't really know. I wasn't really thinking.
Come on, you gotta be excited!
Oh, well, I guess maybe I'm a little kinda sort of excited.
I thought so!
Yeah. So, why am I excited?
Good question.
Daring Do book is coming out exactly 4 months from today! That's how exciting it is! So, what amazing, incredible, awesome adventure do you think Daring Do will have in her next book, huh?
I don't
Will
know.
she at long last stalk the fortress of Talicon? Only
What?
to be forced to contend with its dreaded and impenetrable arrow defense? So, could her skill, quick wits, and courage possibly carry the day? Oh, will her next adventure bring her face to face with the vast and horrible Owie Zodal himself?
Yeah. Oh dear, that didn't go well.
Would she cower, turn tail and run? Or
Never!
would she fly at him full bore, knowing full well against all odds that the greatest challenge she ever
Duck.
faced was still sure to be no match for... Look out!
No! Ow.
I'm not so sure she's gonna last another 4 months.
I can't help but feel they're drawing a parallel to a certain to the audience of the show. Oh dear.
Until you are certain it's magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong.
I love the opening. It's awesome. It's cool. It's.
And magic makes it probably to have mine. Do you know
Oh dear. All right, just a sec. Just turning my computer a little bit so I don't have to see the reflection in the whatever. Anyway, so enough of that. So yes, yes. Unfortunately, my brain's still a little malfunctioning and all that stuff. So oh dear. But anyway, it's like I think I must admit I'm gonna change how I do these a little bit because yes, and I'm gonna try to not say so much during the actual episode itself. Maybe we'll see, because I don't want to miss anything. I want to enjoy the episode the first time I see it. So I mean, again, I'll see how that works. It's like my first few thoughts, and I was like, so that's how a pony fires a bow and arrow with Obi-Wan. It's like, oh, and him. It's like his character. What is it? Anecdotal? I don't remember his name. Again, I have to hear a name a couple dozen times before I do it. Especially when it's a weird one like that. It's like it must be weird having his eyeballs and where his nose, where his nostrils are. Stuff like that. But, anyway, so yeah, obviously they're drawing a parallel to the desert or whatever the Bronies refer to. You know, the giant gap between when My Little Pony, between the seasons and all that. So it's cool that I mean, obviously that was the thing. You know, in this era before video games, movies, and TV, obviously books were books were the big movie or the big video game or whatever that came to come out. So yeah. So that was cool. Yes, this will be interesting. That'll be interesting. I mean, yeah, I really like Daring Do is cool. And this time we actually get to see her fly, because in the first story that she's actually injured and she can't fly and stuff like that. So that kind of limits her abilities. But now she's at full power and everything. So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So interesting. It's ready for come on. Yes, we're back. I mean, it's not much to say, Daring. This is just 1 minute or so.
3 months and 26 days. 3 months and 26 days. 3 months and 26 days. Hey, Twilight, aren't you excited So glad you finally made it.
Oh, a party!
What's every pony doing here? We're having a holiday party.
What for? What holiday?
So, what holiday would today be?
National Random Holiday Party Day!
I've never heard of it either, but the punch is quite tasty.
You might say the secret ingredient is... a secret!
How come no
Bummer.
pony bothered to invite me? I
Ow,
came
good
to invite
question.
you personally, but it seems you were a speck too busy reading the last Daring Do book for the 12th time. Yeah, well, in 3 months and 26 more days, I'll be able
Dave
to read the
Polsky,
next.
Daring Do.
Oh, haven't you heard? The release of the next book got pushed another 2 months.
Oh no! The agony.
I've been waiting so long already.
Poor
I
girl.
think I can take another 2 months. I'll never make it.
Calmness, my friend.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Ah!
Do you think
Rainbow
you
Dash
can
is dead.
The publisher just said author A.K. Yearling won't be able to finish the book for another 2 months.
A.K. Yearling?
How could you possibly know that before me? I'm the series' biggest fan.
I'm just as big a fan as you. In fact, I'm the one who first introduced you to the books. Remember?
Yes, I do.
Right.
A.K. Yearling just might be my favorite author. I know
Really?
everything about her. Where she grew up, where she studied literature, where she wrote the first Daring Do book.
Where she lives?
No. Oh, I could probably find out somehow. Why?
Don't you get it? The new book is obviously delayed because she needs help dealing with whatever everyday nonsense is distracting her from spending her every living, breathing second. So I mean, fans like me can get to read the next book ASAP. Think about it.
No,
We can
wrong
help her with
attitude.
her laundry, buying her groceries, cooking her meals, whatever. Now, who wouldn't appreciate that?
I don't know.
I don't
What
know.
she probably wants most of all is respect for her privacy.
I would
She
say
can
so.
always just say no.
I don't think she'll get the chance.
I suppose you're right.
No, don't do it,
Of
Twilight.
course
Don't
I
do it. Woo.
So, how's about getting that address?
Come on, Rainbow Dash. Don't be pushy. Boing. Oh dear.
You see what I mean? Why would she live in this remote part of Equestria except to keep folks from intruding on her privacy? We should respect.
I think I spotted
Phew.
the house. We're super close. This way.
Rainbow Dash is so a fan girl. Yes.
Oh no! What happened?
Apparently, some pony has intruded on her privacy pretty hard already.
Bummer. Oh dear. Oh. I don't think anyone's been here for a while. I mean, any pony's been here for a while.
Some pony really trashed this place.
Bummer. It was angry fans.
Or
Just kidding.
maybe A.K. Yearling is a terrible, horrible, unbelievable slob.
I don't think so.
Yearling's all right.
Oh no! What if something terrible happened to her?
I know. There might be no more books.
Hey.
But of course, I'd be worried about her, too. What are you
Comment
all
on that
doing
later.
here?
Ooh.
A.K. Yearling?
I
We didn't do this! We swear!
What have you done to my house? We didn't do this, Miss Yearling.
I don't think she believes him.
We're awfully glad
Then.
to see you're all right.
Hey.
Okay, clearly this isn't the best time. I just gotta say how much we all really love your books.
Oh, Rainbow Dash, you have the worst timing. And also the worst positioning. That was... Hmm?
It's safe.
But what is it?
Great. Maybe now would be a good time for me to ask her how we can help move the new book
Ooh.
along a little faster.
Come
Chop,
on,
chop.
Rainbow Dash. Don't be so pushy.
Rainbow Dash, a minute, please.
Yeah, you tell her, Twilight.
AK Yearling has made it pretty clear that she wants to be left alone. We need to respect her wishes.
Well,
You should tell that to those guys.
oh, evil thugs. No, maybe later. Uh-oh. Alright, what do you three want? Oh my gosh!
AK Yearling is daring do.
She does exist! I can't help but find this funny because in my last video I thought that the Pony of Shadows was Daring Do, and I commented that, oh, she can't possibly be the Pony of Shadows because she's not a real pony. She doesn't exist. She's a fictional character. But she's real. Or so it appears. It may be too early for that. Oh dear. Yes, I'm gonna have to find a better way to do that. How I put my I think I'm gonna have to start figuring out a better way to where to put my caster because it's my arm was not made to do that. Anyway, that's cool. It's like, ooh, I must say, not happy with Rainbow Dash so far. She's going back to her quote unquote her old self where she was a jerk. I mean, I love Rainbow Dash. Before I say anything, I love Rainbow Dash. I think she's a great character. I like her, but she definitely has some very selfish and jerk-like qualities. Sorry, but you know, it's like, yeah, I mean, she's totally being fangirling here. I mean, again, I'm new to this kind of gig, so I don't know if we just refer to it as fanboying or fangirling or whatever the heck you refer to it as. But yeah, she's being. I mean, she has no tact. She has no sensitivity here. It's like she just wants to help get the next book written. It's like, that's not very nice. I mean, she wants. I mean, no. I mean, she's trying to help out, but in reality, she's being quite selfish. Actually, I mean, oh, that was scary. Sorry, it's like my screen went black for a second. Like, no, don't break now. But yeah, I mean, Rainbow Dash would be very insensitive. It's like, this poor woman, she's just had this poor pony or bear. Good, I haven't overcome my human-centric bias yet. But anyway, it's like, yeah, she's just had her house broken into and torn apart and everything. And Rainbow Dash is really concerned about getting this book published. That's, and as a part writer and programmer and person who has to deal with working on things, it's like, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, sometimes I can get stuff done better if you just back off and leave me alone. Don't push, you know. You know, sometimes pushing makes people just go into shutdown mode and just stop. And that's, again, it's obviously very rude and insensitive of her to do this. But anyway, enough of that. I mean, again, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be hard on Rainbow Dash. I like her a lot. She's a good character. She's good, but she can be very selfish and arrogant and stuff like that. And I'm disappointed that she appears to be going back to that because she appears to have grown beyond that, but she's unfortunately going back towards her not so good self. But oh well. But the good news is, I'm sure she'll learn and overcome that by the end of the episode. They always do. But yeah, I mean, Daring Do is a real person, a real character now. Uh-oh, what does this mean? What was the golden ring thing? Well, we're about to find out because we're back.
AK Yearling and Daring Do are one and the same. My mind is officially blown.
Twilight?
Come on, I knew it all along.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you might want to help her. Oh.
Incredible.
Oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
So much action.
You might want to go in there and help her. Back! Ooh, Get the ring! Alright, who are you?
Many thanks, Daring Do. As you probably surmised, our earlier search for this treasure was unsuccessful. So kind of you to find it for us.
I'm sensing deja vu. Ow.
Give it back, Caballeron.
That's Dr. Caballeron to you.
He's from book 4. Daring Do and Eraser of Dreams. He wanted to partner with Daring Do in her adventures.
I know, but she refused. I can't believe it. The real Daring Do and the real Caballero.
Will you stop fangirling and go help her?
Zodo has put you up to this. You're stealing the ring to give to him, so his hold on the fortress of Talicon will be good for 8 centuries as foretold by prophecy.
Uh-oh, he's real too.
But no. I'm going to sell this to him. Make a bundle and retire from archaeology in splendor.
That's...
Caballero, you fool! You're dooming the valley to 8 centuries of unrelenting hate!
To market
Bummer.
ponies!
What? Yeah, now would be a really good time.
Go in and help her, maybe?
That's what I've been saying!
Oh, right.
Are you okay?
I got this.
That doesn't look like it to
She was
me.
just trying to help Miss Do.
Daring Do doesn't need help. She handles her business herself.
But you've been injured.
We've got to go help.
You heard her. She says she works alone.
How can we just stand by and do nothing? You know what's at stake here? Aoizotl has sought control of the Tenochtitlan Basin since Book 3.
True, but in Book 4, she defeated
I like how the
Aoizotl
maid,
and
the
secured
others are
control
just
of the
standing there
area
like,
of Atonement,
huh?
dispelling the dark magic of the Quetzalcoatl Empress, and thus protecting the basin with the radiant shield of Razdan.
But the Radiant Shield of Razdan is vulnerable to the dark enchantment of the Rings of Scorchero.
But are you forgetting
What?
that the rings were scattered to the 4 corners of Tenochtitlan?
No.
Thus rendering the dark enchantment powerless?
Not
Only
here,
if you
not
assume
My
that
Little
the
Pony
rings had yet to be
2.
retrieved, and the ring Caballero just stole isn't the last to completely restore the Dark Tower and its cruel hold on Tenochtitlan. Did you ever think of that?
You gotta admit, Rainbow Dash makes a pretty good point.
We gotta help Daring retrieve the ring for safekeeping before it's too late.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't have a clue what's going on now.
But sounds to me like we're in way, way, way over our heads. We're going to need a carefully thought out plan.
I'm coming, Daring Do.
And that was not it. Get back here, Rainbow Dash.
Come on. Bingo. Here I come, Daring Do, to join an adventure with the greatest, bravest, coolest, most incredible hero.
Rainbow Dash, you might want to watch where you're going.
Okay, maybe I just need a sec.
Blue
Just another adventure.
I almost said
No big
Blue
deal.
Star. Sorry. Oh!
Grip. I got this. Though doing it alongside Daring Do.
Rainbow Dash, if you...
Wow.
Rainbow Dash is
Maybe
losing her
get with
nerve.
her or an autograph.
Ugh.
She's just a pony like any other pony.
Right attitude.
A pony who stops entire armies of bad guys with nothing more than her bare hoofs and an attitude and... That's starting to hurt.
Boom. And she also uses her hat as a weapon.
Stop!
Oh, it's just
Oh.
you.
It's just you. Ouch.
No!
Oh,
Think fast. This is your
awkward.
big chance to impress her with your quick wit and courage.
Oh, I've had a thought, but I'll comment on that a little bit later. Let's hide behind the tree.
I am such a huge fan.
Oh my gosh, Rainbow Dash.
Wait! Let me help you. I promise
Hey.
I can be a huge, huge help if you just give me a chance.
I work alone.
Bummer.
Why would
Hey,
you-
that's very unequestrian of you.
What?
My work always involves secrets. And since you never know who you can trust, it's best
Good
never
attitude.
to trust any
Sort of.
pony.
But just
Bummer.
because you can't trust some doesn't mean no pony can be trusted.
Right
Look,
attitude.
I don't have time to argue.
Neither do I. Let's go.
Uh,
Believe I'm even talking to her.
Ow. Harsh. But perhaps true.
Looks like they decided to have an early dinner before making their way back down the hill to the marketplace in town.
No kidding. What?
Oh, I see. You're gonna ambush them like you did in Book 4 of the Arabian Caves. Or maybe that neat trick you did in Book 3 where you swoop in and knock 3 guys
Rainbow
down
Dash,
at
be
once.
quiet.
Or maybe... Okay, I'll be quiet now.
Yes,
Watching very quiet. That would
be a good idea, Rainbow Dash. It's right over there.
So, what kind of ambush are you gonna use then? Wow.
What? Are you...
I have been led to believe you have in your possession an item of significant importance that might be for sale.
Oh, well, I did have another buyer lined up, but he's not here, so sounds like we have a deal.
Uh-oh, we're busted. Woo!
Solo.
You know, hey, you took her money. He's a lot scarier than last time we saw him.
Be cool. She's got this.
The ring, daring do. Give it to me.
Ooh.
Now, Risotto, you know I love you, but I can't give you the ring till I've properly proposed.
What?
Interesting, because my friends here have a proposal of their own.
Oh dear. She's real too. Oh dear.
Bring it!
Cool. Ow. Ow. It-
Daring do. Come on. Daring do. I've got your hat. You want me to toss it?
No.
Daring do.
Uh-oh. But, oh no, Rainbow Dash. Oh! We're doomed. Eh.
Don't worry, Daring do. I'll come help you.
I think you've got problems
Don't
of your
bother.
own.
I'd say you've already helped plenty.
Ooh, ow, harsh.
Done.
Ooh, ow, ow, ooh, ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Poor Rainbow Dash. Not only has she met her hero, and unfortunately in real life when you meet your hero, whether they're real or not, you know, it's like, oh dear, they usually are not what you expect them to be, but not only that, but oh dear, she's just gotten her hero killed. Or get her hero in serious trouble. Uh-oh, it's another one of those cases where, it must have been in this case in a way, I mean, part of me was like, Rainbow Dash should go help her, but she's actually doing okay, considering that she's been injured. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear! Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, obviously they're playing off Indiana Jones. I think the very first movie where, yeah, it was like, you know, I forget. Oh, whatever. I've completely forgotten who the bad guy's name was during that. But yeah, it was the same thing. It's like, you know, like a competition and stuff for for whatever it was they were after the idol or whatever and stuff like that. Brain malfunctioning again. Oh dear. Yeah, Rainbow Dash is surprising. She's got into complete meltdown mode again, like she did in Sonic Rainbow. Oh no, it's like, I must have been so far. It's like, it's Rainbow Dash. Oh, poor Rainbow Dash. It's like, I like how all the main six are nowhere to be found in this one. Oh dear. Well, she's Rainbow Dash. She could outfly the wall and stuff like that. But yeah, I must admit, I mean, these jokes are starting to get a little tiresome a little bit. Cause like, oh my gosh, it's Rainbow Dash is losing it again. I thought we were done with this part, but again, this is her hero. This is something that she really cares about and stuff. She wants to impress her. Oh yeah, now I remember. It's like, this reminds me of the opposite. This reminds me of the thing with Scootaloo. That Scootaloo, like in Sleepless in Ponyville, Scootaloo wanted to impress Rainbow Dash so much, and she went crazy and stuff like that. And now Rainbow Dash is in her position. It's like Rainbow Dash is now Scootaloo trying to impress her hero and stuff like that. So that's interesting, and that's kind of cool. Again, it's so weird in a way that oh, it's real. It's like, oh, Daring Do and all these characters, oh, they're real. They actually are real. Well, this explains why the book didn't come out yet, because she hasn't figured out just that story's not over yet. The adventure's not over yet. So but I do find it, I mean, it actually fits in Equestria. It actually would be okay for almost if the stuff to be real, because the stuff that Daring Do does is actually within the rules and stuff of the show. So, you know, it is possible that all these mythical creatures and monsters and magic and what have you actually exist in this world. So, and stuff like that. But anyway, we're back, so we'll see. Oh, Rainbow Dash is depressed.
Thank goodness you're all right.
Quick, where does it hurt?
everywhere.
In here. Daring Do and the ring have been captured by the dreaded Awizodal, and it's all my fault.
Aw, poor Rainbow Dash.
Dash, I'm sure whatever you did was an honest mistake.
Whatever. Let's just go home.
We can't
What?
go back now.
No.
Looks a mite like she needs our help more than ever.
Trying to help is how I got in this mess in the first place.
Aw.
You were right, Twilight. Should have stayed out of this.
Look,
Aw.
there's more going on here than meets the eye. In every Daring Do book, there always is. We can't turn our backs on her.
She doesn't want my help, Twilight.
Ouch.
Perhaps, but she might need it anyway.
No, my hero's way better off without me.
Aw,
sound
poor
like
Twilight. Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash would help any pony at the drop of a hat.
Or Pith Helmet, as the case may be.
Ah!
Here where she's got no business being. She should be at home.
Ow. Ow. Wow.
It's fine to look up to Daring Do, but you've put her so high up on a pedestal, you can't even see your own worth anymore. She's in the
Ouch.
fortress, and we're here. And we wouldn't be who we are if we didn't go in after her. And neither would you. So, are you with us or not?
Come on, Rainbow Dash. Uh-oh. Oh no! Into darkness we go. Bummer. Hey, haven't we been here before? Of course. Could never.
Surrender now, Awizodal, or I'll be forced to take you down.
Return to the Luke Skywalker now?
Oh, Daring Do! I will so miss your amusing laughter jokes. Now, I must leave to commence the ring-placing ceremony to unleash 800 years of unrelenting, sweltering heat!
Bummer. Why would you want to do that for? Oh dear. Oh, how is she gonna get out of this one? They need to. Whoever built that thing didn't do a good job. This could be bad. But again, she could fly, so you know. Uh-oh. Come on, Rainbow Dash, you can do it. Part of me almost thought she wasn't going to show up, but
I
cool.
was just about to save myself, you know.
Of course. I just thought you might need this.
Have I mentioned yet that I work alone?
I mentioned
You might
yet
have.
that you're lucky I don't.
Maybe if I play along, maybe she'll leave me alone. Ah, barbarian ponies, I guess.
The ring, Owie, whatever your name is.
Ah!
Place the ring, quickly!
Do it now! Ow. That is not a hula hoop. Woo!
Get it!
Oh no! Run, Fluttershy, run! Oh, that was cool.
Come with me.
So what are they trying
Get all
to?
these rings off.
Uh-oh. That's a lot of rings. Ah.
If we can remove the giant ring at the bottom, the whole fortress will collapse.
That sounds dangerous.
Was this your plan all along?
I had to find a way to get into the fortress.
You did it on purpose? But I thought...
Didn't count on how heavy this ring would be, though. 'Cause having a little help can be handy sometimes.
Yeah, it can be. I'll have to comment on that later. Oh no. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's definitely a lot more angry than the last time that we saw him.
You could flop too, you know.
More power.
This place is going down.
Bummer. Uh-oh. Run away! Oh dear. Look what you did.
Daring Do!
Oh,
Could
you
never
broke
have
it.
done this without you, Rainbow Dash.
Cool. Aww. Careful now.
I've got a book to finish.
Ah!
Just had the coolest adventure with the coolest pony ever. Came this close to blowing it because I got so wrapped up in how awesome she was, I almost forgot about how awesome I was. Good thing I didn't, because it gave me a chance to show her how important it is to put your trust in some pony else.
Interesting.
Package from AK Yearling.
AK.
Sweet! The new book a week before any pony else gets it.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh!
Cool. Thank you to you hardworking people for working so hard on the show. Yo! I'm sure it'll be the same, but I'm gonna watch this anyway.
New episodes of My Little Pony are here.
Way to go, Scootaloo!
All new villains.
Ah!
The destiny of Ponyville forever.
Oh, dear, dear.
Friendship is magic. All new this Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.
Yay!
On the Hub Network.
Finally, something to look forward to every week. Alrighty then. So, that was Daring Dote. I mean, there's definitely a lot of fan service going on here. I mean, AK Yearling. I can't imagine. I have a feeling, yeah, J.K. Rowling, most likely. Probably obvious. You probably figured that out already, but it's cool. It's like I just love it. She's real. She's a real pony. She's now officially a real pony, so I don't feel so bad now anymore about what I said in Castlevania. But that was cool. That was a cool adventure. Yeah, Anecdotal really looks mad. I guess after losing to Daring Do all these times, I'd be mad too. And barbarian ponies, or whatever, you jungle ponies, or whatever. Cool. Although the guy, whatever it was, the first, the other researcher and I can't say archaeologist. There we go, archaeologist pony. Okay, brain still not functioning. I was like, yeah, the archaeologist pony. It's like he took her Daring Do's money. Oh dear. Oh well, that wasn't very nice. Oh well. It appears though that she's probably got plenty to spare, so that's okay. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. That was cool. And of course, Daring Do flew off into the sunset. Cool. Yeah, it's like, yeah, this is definitely a fun episode, definitely a fun, enjoyable episode. But that must have been really hard to see poor Rainbow Dash. It's like, this is a really odd lesson. I don't think I've ever seen a lesson like this in a children's show before. It's like, the lesson was that I have a short-term memory, my brain's malfunctioning. But yeah, the lesson was that don't get so wrapped in someone else's greatness that you forget how good you are. It's an odd lesson, but at the same time, kind of true and good. I must admit, I can be very selfish and arrogant and self-focused and so stuff like that myself. It's like, yeah, I almost said Blue Star. That was not good, because yeah, this is a way to remind, because that with Rainbow Dash with just going like, trying to pull herself together to get up the courage to go try to join Daring Do. Like, this is in a way what's going on inside Blue Star, my OC Blue Star. Is that, yeah, he struggles with fear, anxiety, and all those kind of things, and sometimes he has to do that internally before he can go charging up the hill and stuff like that. But the thing is, he'll always find whatever he needs to find, he'll find it, and he'll go charging up that hill anyway. And that's the definition of a hero to me, someone who, regardless of how they feel, will go and do whatever they need to do and stuff like that. And that was cool. I always genuinely believe that Rainbow Dash was going to run away and go away, because she's so depressed about letting down her hero and being, in a way, quote-unquote, unworthy to be with her hero and stuff like that. But it's interesting that, in a way, Rainbow Dash, in a way, is on her level. I mean, she is one of the main six. I mean, she was the element bearers of the elements of harmony and stuff like that. She's saved Equestria on multiple occasions with the aid of the Mate 6 and everything. So in a way, she is on her level. She is worthy to be with Daring Do. And again, she tries too hard. She tries too hard in a way. She doesn't think before she acts and stuff like that, which I must admit is a classic Rainbow Dash thing. Rainbow Dash will definitely act before she thinks and stuff like that. She'll go and punch a dragon in the nose, and then before she realizes that that's not such a good idea. Oh, I must admit, Daring Do is very, very, very harsh. She's harsh. I must admit, in a way, she has every right to be, in a way, because she doesn't know Rainbow Dash at all. She doesn't. She thinks she's just this fan girl who thinks that, she thinks that she can help her, but Daring Do thinks, nah, she can't help me, or I work best alone and stuff like that. And she's obviously done pretty good by herself. I mean, yeah, like the thing with the big trap, she probably would have gotten out of that on her own. It would have been a little bit more like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna. It would have been a lot more dramatic, but she did need her help and stuff like that. I mean, she did actually need Rainbow Dash's help and stuff like that. She probably could have gotten out of it on her own, but she definitely was able to get out of it a lot more intact with Rainbow Dash's help. And ultimately did need Rainbow Dash's help, and that was a cool thing. It was interesting they didn't... That was a cool thing that Rainbow Dash was actually on the cover of the latest book, so that was kind of cool. It was interesting they didn't show her reaction to the fact that Rainbow Dash was on the cover of the book. I must admit, I want to see that reaction. I want to see... I feel sorry for that poor guy. It's like, what's... the poor delivery guy. It's like, whoa, what's going on? It's like, I want a tip. Can I just get my tip? I gotta go and get my deliveries done. And stuff like that. He's probably waiting for her to sign for it or give him a tip or something like that and just go on. I must admit, I know that myself. Anyway. Yeah, that was so cool. It's so funny. The bronies will probably appreciate Rainbow Dash's behavior a lot because, this is how the bronies, I must have been reacting. Yes, we are so the drama. We are so the drama sometimes because he's so dramatic and like, no, how could you do this? It's like, no. I'm guilty of that myself sometimes, I must admit. But that's okay. It's okay to be passionate about things or care about things. That's good. That's good. I've always said that, when you care about a character, it means the writer did their job. Because if you don't care about this character, then the writer definitely did not do their job. But if you care about these characters, then the writer got you interested or engaged, or you somehow relate to this character and stuff like that. So they did their job, and so that's cool. These are cool. All the main six are cool. I like them. Yeah, they all have their faults and their flaws and their good points, their bad points, and unfortunately we see a lot of Rainbow Dash's bad points here. But the good news is that we, as always in My Little Pony, that we see her overcome those things and ultimately go to the aid of her hero and stuff like that, and ultimately prevail, and in a way prove that she is worthy to be alongside her, and in fact be on the cover of the book and stuff like that. So that's cool. That's cool. That's also kind of cool. Daring Do is not only this great adventurer person, but she can also write too. So that's cool. That's cool. Just because she does these great adventures doesn't mean that she can write very well. But that's cool. I like this. I like this one. As always, I'm gonna try to beat sleep deprivation stuff. Although I think the big guy up there decides that I work best when I'm slightly sleep deprived, because it's like I started to get back, and then all of a sudden last night I didn't sleep very well, and so we'll see. I think I'm starting to think, based on if I'm laughing and giggly at the end of an episode or a story or something, it must be really good. Because this reminds me of my initial reaction after Ghost. It was a laughing and giggly and everything. It's like, even though it was a kind of a bummer ending and stuff like that. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of fun things that the bronies will certainly get. Again, I love that part where I definitely love the part where the rest of the main six are just listening to Twilight and Rainbow Dash just like going on about this story that they don't know anything about, and and this. It's like, I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't have a clue what they were talking about. Maybe there's been, comic books or fan fiction or something that describe whatever they're describing, but as far as the show goes, we don't know anything about Daring Do or any of these things that they're talking about. So I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't have a clue. Yeah, I must admit. Oh, part of me was like, no, don't bring this stuff here. It's like, no. I mean, it's good to have complicated plots of all these big things to remember, but at the same time, it gets kind of tiresome to me. I mean, this is why I like My Little Pony. It's simple, it's straightforward, it's not complicated. You don't have to remember things, for the most part, that happened, you know, in season 1 and stuff like that. I mean, it's good that if you do, but, you know... I mean, this is why I've never got into Game of Thrones. Yes, are you shocked? I don't watch Game of Thrones or read the books or anything. It's like, yeah, someone tried to get me interested into it. I mean, it's like, I watched the first 20 minutes of the first episode. It was like, I could tell this was something I didn't want to get into. Not because it's bad. I think it sounds very good and very well written and very well done. It's just... I'm not really interested in committing the time. I know that if I start watching this, I'll be condemned to watch it for the next 10 years. And just like Rainbow Dash, like, oh, when's it coming out? When's it coming out? It's like, it's definitely one of those where you gotta almost take notes to remember everything that's going on, all the characters and all those things. Like, 2 of my friends at work, basically, you know, they're you know, one's been into it, one's just getting into it, and they always keep talking about, you know, like this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm so glad I didn't get into this, because it's like, I don't have the time or the patience or the energy or whatever to get involved in this. It's just so complicated and involved and so much stuff going on, and it was like, ugh. And I must admit, I watched this show, and it's like, ugh, blood and guts, and ugh. No, sorry. I don't like that kind of stuff. It's like, some people do, and that's fine. But I'm not one of those people. I don't enjoy that. So yeah, I definitely, it's like, run away. I'm not gonna watch this. Again, not putting down Game of Thrones. I think it sounds really good. But I just don't want to get involved with it, especially now with MLP. It's like, with MLP and work and everything, there's just not the hours in the day to do everything. It's like, it's just like, yeah, I was always like, no, please don't bring this here. It's like, no. And of course, they're clearly not. They're making this simple and straightforward. They're showing the classic fanboy thing there, fangirl, whatever it is. I must admit, I'm this way. Like, I got my dad interested in Babylon 5, and he's watching it, he's liking it, and I know pretty much every single episode of Babylon 5 almost by heart. And I know everything. Is like, you describe a little bit of the episode. Oh, I know that episode you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Remember all the, as you know, I remember all the really good lines from Babylon 5, so I'm definitely a fanboy with that. It's like... It's like, yeah, I remember, I mean, because I've watched it several times, because that was my first box set, and I used to watch it obsessively. And it was really good. And stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely doing a lot of fanboy stuff here. So that was cool. Again, I don't know if the 6-year-olds will get this, will understand this. I think some to a point they probably will. I mean, again, yeah, the target demographic is 6 to like 12, 10 years old. So some of them will definitely get it. So the older people in the demographic will get it. But but yeah, it's still funny. But then again, maybe the 6-year-olds have heard the fanboys talking like this, and they'll get it. They'll understand. They'll find it funny. Yeah, I must admit, they did a pretty good job with this episode, considering that there's clearly a lot that we don't know. There's a lot of that exposition stuff that's going on with the daring do things that we don't know anything about, and again, they found a really clever way of dealing with that exposition, you know, because yeah, they have to give you some idea of what this is, like, what is this ring. I must admit, I don't remember what the ring was about, other than that, yeah, it's gonna cause 800 years of heat or whatever like that in that valley or whatever. I don't remember why and stuff. Or I mean, that's the good thing. I mean, okay, you get that one little bit of information. Okay, it's gonna do something horrible. That's all. If they put the ring on the tower or whatever, it's gonna do bad stuff for 800 years or something like that. So okay, I got it. They did that in a very clever way with this back and forth between Twilight and Rainbow Dash. They turned this moment of exposition into something funny and interesting and cool. So good for them. And that's, you know, as I've said before, exposition like that is one of the hardest things to do in writing. But again, they've always managed to find clever, interesting ways to deal with that, and that's cool. They didn't need to stop the story to explain this to you. They just slowed it down a little bit, and they turned this exposition moment into something funny and enjoyable that a lot of people, I think, can relate and understand to, of being in this kind of conversation with someone. It's like, but yeah, I like that. I must admit, I enjoyed that stuff a lot. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, yeah, the stuff with Rainbow Dash was interesting. I mean, she's in a way gone back to her, like, almost I'm deciding which season. Season 1 or season 2? I don't know. Maybe season 2. Pre-mysterious Ne'er-do-well. Something like that. It's like, well, actually, no. I mean, I've always looked at each character. I mean, I think Rainbow Dash in a way has grown the most. She starts off in season 1. She's very selfish and, self-centered and arrogant and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, she goes up and punches a dragon right in the nose and doesn't realize how bad of an idea that was until it was a little late. Oh dear. Again, I love Rainbow Dash, and I love the fact that she does grow and evolve, and that she does, move away from that. But in this episode, she's gone completely back to that. But in a way, that makes sense. That's her quote-unquote base level. That's her base level and stuff like that. So she's going all crazy and scared and anxious and stuff. And when you do that, you in a lot of ways do go back to your base levels and stuff like that. And maybe I'm being a little overcritical of her on that. But I think it is cool that Rainbow Dash again, but the key thing here is that regardless of any of that, Rainbow Dash overcomes those things and does what she has to do. Way to go, Rainbow Dash! Yes, I'm very happy for her for that. It's cool. I mean, it's obviously the classic thing of never beat your hero, because they'll never be what you expect them to be. They'll be different. I mean, Daring Do herself was. Again, she was a little bit of a jerk, but in a way she has every right to be. Because, I mean, it's pretty clear to her. I mean, okay, I've said this already, but I'll say this again. I'm going to try to not do that again. But anyway, I mean, she doesn't know anything about Rainbow Dash. She thinks she's just a fanboy. She just thinks she's a fanboy who thinks she can help Daring Do, but Daring Do doesn't think that she can. And with just about any other pony, she might have been right, but nope, this case she was wrong. Rainbow Dash is very capable of helping her out and stuff like that, and that's cool. And I'm glad that Rainbow Dash at the end was able to overcome those things. Again, the lesson was odd. This was a very odd lesson. It's like, it's almost a selfish lesson, but at the same time, it's actually very true. It's actually very valid and stuff like that. Because, I mean, because, it's easy to look at this great super person and be like, I could never get close to equaling this person. And I, in a way, feel that way a lot sometimes. Like, but okay, maybe not. But then again, maybe you can. But regardless, you shouldn't let someone else's greatness put you down. Just because this person can do better than you, or may or may not do better than you, does not mean that you shouldn't try, or that you should just give up and go home. It's may have been the central lesson there and stuff like that. Is that, it's like you should always continue to strive to be the best you can, regardless of what other people think of you or what they can do and stuff like that. And obviously the other thing is raising, ponies and people on pedestals and stuff like that. And that's always a danger. There's always a danger. It's got to be something to be avoided and be concerned about. But I mean, I think this lesson must have been at first surprised me, but I think it's actually pretty good in a way. It's certainly, obviously in our community, I mean, like they're what I've dubbed the major players, like AMY Pony, DigiBrony, Brony Curious. They're the major players, they're the big people who, who interact with each other, who make videos together, and they're really the big nexuses or whatever that a lot of the community revolves around and stuff like that. And then there's the people like us who are the minor players and stuff like that. People who want to be like them, but may or may not necessarily be that. And sometimes, you'll watch one of DigiBrony videos or one of these videos and you'll be like, dang, I could never come close to matching this. And I've had this myself, like with the Free Will and Equestria video and stuff like DigiBrony. It's like they're talking about determinism and all this stuff. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not a philosopher. I don't know. I don't even know what determinism is, nor do I care. But I made a video about that anyway, and I think that worked out I think that worked out okay, and it worked out well and stuff like that. So that's cool. So again, everyone can contribute, whether you're a major player or not, whether you have 50,000 subscribers or 10, you can still contribute regardless and stuff like that. In a way, it might be the personal lesson for us and stuff like that. Again, I fall into that trap a lot. It must have been, sometimes disappoints me to see my subscriber count. It's like, it's like, no, it's not that many. I mean, I gotta say, it's pretty dang good. It's pretty dang good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie when I say that, I'd like to be a major player someday. But maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. I'm not gonna, again, I feel very selfish sometimes by getting wrapped up in those things. Because, hey, I got 670, I forget what the subscriber count was, 670 people who subscribe to me and want to watch my stuff. It's That's cool. Again, who would have thunk it that people would want to actually want to watch me watch an episode of My Little Pony and then listen to me talk about it for like 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, and speaking of which, this video's starting to get long and stuff. So, okay, so, I could probably keep going on. This is a good one. There's a lot in this one. And it was definitely fun. It was enjoyable. I think the listen, a little odd, was definitely good, and I enjoyed it. And it was definitely very funny. It definitely, again, this in a way is shows that they're trying to appeal more to the Brodies instead of the 6-year-olds. And I don't know if that's good or not. But I think I'm overreacting. I'm a little bit too concerned about that. I think it'll be fine. It'll be okay. I think if you were a 6-year-old, you probably would enjoy this episode. No, probably not as much as someone who gets all these references. Who gets 6-year-old might not even know anything about Indiana Jones or anything like that. But regardless, I think they'll enjoy this, and I think they'd like it. And some of that's obviously, again, the 6-year-olds have stuck around for this long. They're not likely to leave now. But anyway, overall, this episode was really good. I think it was very well written. It was good. I mean, yeah, I was just thinking again, it's like, why don't you go and help her? Why are you just standing outside the window? I know you're in shock that she's real and stuff, but aren't you gonna go help her? She can handle herself, but she could use her help. And stuff. That's a really good sub-lesson as well. That yeah, Caring too probably would have gotten out of all of this by herself somehow, but you know what? Even she needs help. So I like to say, even Master Chief needs the help of the Marines sometimes. Master Chief can't fight the entire Covenant army or whoever he's fighting by himself. He can't. He just simply can't. It's not physically possible for him to. Even he needs help from the Marines, even a little bit sometimes. So that's cool. Again, I think that was a really good sub-lesson there, which is cool. We all need help sometimes. That's cool. But definitely a lesson I can get around, because I program sometimes like, I don't know how to do this. Someone please help me. Often there is not that possibility. Anyway, so enough. This video is getting really long, and I don't want it to be long. Because every minute that goes by is like, so much time to render. Fortunately, it's only my computer that has to do all that work and not me. But anyway, so again, in summary, this is a good episode. I like it and I enjoy it. And I'm glad that while they're clearly trying to go down roads they haven't gone down before and stuff like that, they haven't broken the show. They're not breaking the show. That they're appealing to the Bronies, but I think they've gotten that balance between the 6-year-olds and the Bronies and stuff like that. It's still cool. It's fun. It's enjoyable, and I like it. It's definitely fun and entertaining, and actually has some pretty good lessons and stuff. And Derek 2 is real. I so knew it. No, I didn't. Reminds me of Galaxy Quest. It's like where yeah, okay, there's one last thing with Galaxy Quest. It's this moment where, again, long story short, for Galaxy Quest, it was a spin-off of Star Trek. It was a spoof on Star Trek. It was like, yeah, we're basically a fanboy or whatever like that, gets like a real communicator, and he got talked down to by like the lead actor, who would basically be like Captain Kirk or something like that. It's like, it's just a TV show and stuff like that. And he's like, he's talking to his computer. It's like, yeah, I know it's a TV show, blah 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 blah. And then the Captain Kirk character, who in long story short, it is real. It is real. There really is a ship like the Enterprise or whatever and stuff in this universe, of course. There's a whatever. I completely forgot. It's been a while. But yeah, there's basically, yeah. It'd be like if Captain Kirk came over your toy communicator and told you it's real, the Enterprise is real, I need your help, and he's going like, yes, I know it. That's kind of, I bet you that's probably secretly what all the Mate 6, I mean, typically Twilight and Rainbow Dash and stuff like that, I'm sure that's what they're doing right now. They're going, yes, it's real. And I'm kind of doing that too. That's cool. But again, it fits within this universe. All that Daring Do and all these characters, all her stories, they fit within this universe. It's totally possible for her to do this. And all these supernatural powers and magic and stuff. It's all possible and stuff like that. And again, we got to see how ponies shoot bows and arrows with no hands. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna end this video before it ends up being an hour long and all that stuff. So yeah, so again, short, I really liked this episode. It was fun, it was enjoyable, and I obviously had a lot to say about it because it was so good, and it's made me all laughy and giggly, so it must be a good episode. So anyway, I'm glad I got to see this, and I hope that you enjoyed this Comrade video. So until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.